guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you the stuff that Eric and I won at the auction. This was from the last auction footage that you saw. So this was old auction footage. The next auction footage that you see will be all of the fairy lamps that I won. I had gone to an estate auction and they had a huge Fenton collection with a lot of fairy lamps, and I won like a ton of them. So those things will be coming. This auction was just kind of like a mixture of things. There were a lot of stuff that was still like brand new type items still in the boxes, but some of that stuff can still sell decently. I ended up spending, my total was $342.59. This auction is kind of expensive, but they do tend to have very nice stuff there. So everything that I'm showing, I don't have everything in front of me to show. Not everything is listed. I try to get up anything that I feel is something like you guys would be interested in seeing type of thing, but you will see the other stuff in another haul eventually at some point whenever I get this stuff listed. So I am going to share with you everything that is currently listed. I don't think any of it sold yet, but crossing fingers that it does go. So we're just going to start right into it. I'll let you guys know what I paid for the items and what I have them listed for. So we'll start with this piece first. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. It's like the perfect color for fall, and this is an L.E. Smith Moon and Stars covered dish. I actually sold one of these in one of the last auction winnings that I won. I had won a blue one. So this time around I won an orange one, or Amberina. It's like an orangish yellow color. This I won with another piece that I will show you next. Guys, I won it for $1. $1. Nobody wanted it, and I couldn't believe it. So I did end up getting this. I have it listed as a buy it now for $25.99. So hopefully that'll go. I think this would look so pretty on like a Thanksgiving table, to put like your butter inside, or just anything that you want to, basically. So I won that piece with this piece as well for $1. So I paid 50 cents for that and 50 cents for this piece here. So this is just like a little ruffled pedestal dish, again with the orange and yellow, like that Amberina type of color. So very pretty. I did list this up as a buy it now for $19.99. So again, I think that's just a gorgeous color for fall. So I can't believe I won those for so incredibly cheap. Okay, next we have a vase. I'll show you guys this vase. This vase is so pretty. It looks like this, and there is a bird on there, and it's got this like textured feeling to the vase itself. It's still, I don't know if I'll be able to nab these out of here right now, but it still has the original tags and paperwork that were inside. So this is Nicaraguan pottery, and it is signed by the artist on the bottom. So very nice piece. I won this for $7. I thought that was a really good deal because it's just a really nice, beautifully made vase. And I listed this on auction with a starting price of $39.99. So if it doesn't get any bids, I'll probably relist it at that price and then come down if I need to. But I just thought that was gorgeous, so I decided to bid on it. That vase, and I know I say this all the time, but if you've never watched any of my other videos, but this auction and other auction houses that I've gone to, they tend to lot things up together, or if like something's not really getting bids, they throw other stuff with it to try to get, you know, someone to bid. So this teapot actually came with the Nicaraguan vase that I won. So this is just a green teapot. It has like the handle kind of looks like it's bamboo, like it just has that texture to it, and it's just marked decorated in Hong Kong, so I don't think it's anything too spectacular, but it is a pretty teapot. So I end up listing this stuff just to try and make some money back. I did list this as a buy it now for $19.99, so that might be too high considering, you know, it's not anything I think too spectacular, but we'll see if it goes. Let's see. I also won this little guy. I thought this was so pretty. This blue glass pitcher. It has kind of like a twisted handle, and then the top has that crimped ruffled look. It's cased glass, really pretty. This here, all right, sorry guys, I won this for $3, but it came with 2 other pieces, and I'll show you those next. So got that for $3, and I put it up on auction with a starting price of $19.99. I just wasn't sure what to price it at. So again, if it doesn't sell, I'll relist at that price and see if it goes then, and if not, come down as needed. Now with that, the $3, I also won these 2 pieces here, and these again are like the cased glass. A little bit of a ruffle there on the top. They have handles on the sides. They're like a really pretty peachy color. Just little vases. Now these ones are marked. There is a marking on the bottom here that says they're made in Czechoslovakia, so they are Czech glass. This one here has like a mark on the handle. It's not a like, I can't push my fingernail, like, you know, when there's a crack and you move your fingernail across it, you can typically feel the ridge. I can't feel anything, so I think it's either a manufacturer's flaw or maybe it's on the inside, but the other one's fine. I listed these as the pair just in case, you know, someone did want both of them. So I listed these again on auction. I started these at $29.99, but as of today, still no bids, so we'll see how they go. All right, so I won 2 more really large swung glass vases. In my last auction haul, I had won 2 Viking glass swung vases, and these ones here are L.E. Smith. Now, I didn't know that. I listed these as Viking because I thought that they were, and they were not. Someone actually messaged me on eBay. I don't know if it was a subscriber or not, but if it was you, thank you, letting me know that these were L.E. Smith, not Viking. So this first one looks like this. So it has the pedestal base, and it does have those like 6 petals there on the base, and then this stretched piece there at the top. So I won 2 of these vases together for a total of $5. I couldn't believe it. Like, no one really wanted much of the what I thought was the really pretty glassware, so that I thought was a steal. So I listed this as a buy it now for $49.99. So I may have to come down on price. I have a ton of swung vases still. I have sold some in the past, but I do have a lot listed. Like, I have quite a collection going. So I may have to come down in price on those, but it's not a big deal because I only paid $5. So that was the first one. And then this one came with it for the $5, and it's slightly different, ever so slightly different. It's around the same length, but this piece up here just kind of has a little bit of a different look to it. But still very, very pretty. And again, I put this one up at the same price as a $49.99 buy it now. So we'll see. I think I have like some sun shadow going on. It's not going to be the best temperature wise outside. I'm hot right now, but I really wanted to open my windows and get some fresh air in the house, so that's what we're doing. All right, next I have a Nutcracker that I won. How cool is this guy? Oh my gosh, he's huge. Absolutely huge. Hello, everybody. This is a German Nutcracker, and it is marked Christian Ulbricht is the name of the maker on it. So nice wooden Nutcracker in like a Bavarian style dress. He's got this awesome gray bushy beard. He's got this bell in his hand, and it actually does jingle, and just absolutely gorgeous. And it does have the marking there on the bottom, made in West Germany. So this is like the largest Nutcracker, largest German Nutcracker I've ever had, that, you know, to resell. So this Nutcracker here, I won for $4. $4. This was towards the end of the day, and you know, people leave after the stuff that they were interested in, you know, comes and goes, and you know, some people just get tired and want to leave. But towards the end of the auction is usually when you can nab up some really great deals on some of the nicer stuff that's still left there. So $4 for this, and they put like a bunch of these random beer glasses with this Nutcracker, which I was just like, oh, because I only wanted the Nutcracker, and then I'm stuck with like all this glass, all these glasswares. And you know, I take a bunch of bubble wrap when I go to the auction, just so I can like wrap everything, and I'm like, oh, because I just, you know, it gets to be a pain when you have a ton of glassware that you didn't really want, but they threw it with other stuff. So $4 for the Nutcracker, and I do have 2 of the beer glasses listed, but I still have some other ones that I'm gonna list, but I don't think they're really worth a whole lot. Anyway, so this Nutcracker here, I listed on auction with a starting price of $99.99. There was one other one that sold for $95. And in that auction, they were told, like they put in their description, like I guess they had talked to someone who, I don't know how accurate this is, but had talked to someone who knew about these Christian Ulbricht Nutcrackers and said it was a very rare one. So we'll see if I can get that for it. If not, I mean, I'd still like to get $95 for mine, but I don't know necessarily if I will. But Christmas is coming, and people really do love Nutcrackers. I mean, I know he isn't specifically Christmas themed per se, but you know, when I think Christmas, I do think, you know, Nutcrackers. So I'll show you 2 of the beer glasses that were put with him, and I don't, Corsendonk, I'm assuming that's some kind of liquor. I don't know my liquors or anything like that because I'm not a drinker. And then on the back it says Zelig Gintian, I don't know. But they have these really cool pedestals here. It's engraved there on the pedestal, so I thought those were pretty neat. I did see someone sold a lot of 2 of these, 5 of them, 5 lots of 2. They only have 1 set left, and now I have a set listed, and I listed it at the same price that theirs had been selling for. I listed them as a buy it now for $19.99, so we'll see if they go. But you know, when, like I said, it's just when you get stuff that you didn't necessarily want with the things that you win, it can be a little overwhelming sometimes, because then I'm, you know, that's more work for me to have to like list the stuff and that kind of thing. But in the end, some of the times when stuff gets put with things that I didn't necessarily want, it sells, and sometimes it ends up being worth a decent amount, so I can't complain too much about it. Okay, so as I was saying, they had a bunch of stuff that was like new in the boxes type of thing, and I saw this Electro warmth. This is called a Bunk warming pad. So you would put this, like if you were a truck driver who you know, sleeps in their bed in like their truck. But it says you can also use it in RVs and boats and that type of thing. And it's new old stock. These actually sell really well, surprisingly. I paid $1 for it because, you know, everyone else, I guess, just looked at it and thought it was something junky. I put it up on auction with a starting price of $49.99. I put it on auction, but I don't know if anyone's looking for one right this minute. So if it doesn't get bids, I'm gonna relist it at that price. And I think I'll be able to get that for it because that's about the price that they were selling for. So not too bad for $1. Just gotta get that right buyer to come along. This thing's gonna be a little bit tricky to show you guys, but this is called the Aviva Fishing Buddy. So it's like an RC boat that you hang, I guess, a fishing lure off of, and it's supposed to help you catch fish. I don't know if it really works to catch fish or not. It's, you know, kind of like a novelty type thing. I think kids would probably get a kick out of it, but I don't know if it's really gonna catch a whole ton of fish or anything like that. I've never gone fishing though, so I really don't know how exactly it all works or how easy or hard it is. But the problem with buying stuff like this that isn't sealed, because a lot of the stuff, if you saw the footage, the stuff that was in boxes, they had opened so you could see the contents type of thing. So to make, you know, you kind of assume that everything is there, but it's not always the case. This was actually missing something. So I don't know if it was originally there, but since they were opening the boxes, maybe it got put with something else accidentally, or, you know, something like that. It's just like something I think that helps you retrieve the boat a little easier, you know, to like bring it back to, you know, to your boat type of thing. So it's not something that you necessarily need to operate it, but it was still a little upsetting. I mean, I don't know, like I said, like I don't know if it was originally there and was missed, or if it just wasn't there, period. But I did pay up for this. I paid $35 for it, but they were selling decently. But like I said, once I found out that mine's not 100% complete, it gets to that point where like, oh gosh, I spent $35 on this and now it's missing something. So it could be a bad buy, but I did list it up as a buy it now for $59.99. So we'll see. Christmas is coming. Someone might be interested in it. The other item that was still in the box was this. They had a lot of RC type of toys there. So this one is called the Sky Rangers, and it is a Blue Angels United States Marines plane. And this one is still, you know, like none of the decals were put on. Everything that's in the styrofoam is like taped down and everything like that. So I'm confident that everything is in this one here. So I did pay $37.50 for this. And I put it up on auction with a starting price of $99.99. These ones here that are the Blue Angels ones were selling high, and I don't think I saw any of the, like this Marines plane, so I'm probably not gonna get a bid on this, so I'll have to put it up as a buy it now, and I'll probably put best offer on it and see where it goes. But I have to at least make my $37.50 back, and I'd like to make a profit on it as well, so we'll see. This was kind of like, I don't normally buy this type of stuff, so it's kind of like experimental for me to, you know, learn about some of it, because I don't typically deal with like RC toys and stuff like that, so we'll see. Now there were, if you watch the footage, 2 trays of Disney related stuff basically. So I won both of those trays. One of the trays I won for $12 and the other tray I won for $10. So a total of $22 for both of the trays. There was a lot of stuff on those trays, after doing research on some of the stuff that I did list, I found out that the couple were actually cast members at Disney World, so that's awesome. A lot of the pins and stuff were like kind of like cast member exclusives and that type of thing. So even if I only, you know, sell a handful of things off those trays, I should still make a decent profit. But again, it's waiting for those right buyers, that right Disney collector to come along and want, you know, that certain piece. So that stuff probably will sit for a little while until, you know, like I said, the right buyer comes along. But I like Disney stuff, so I decided to take a chance on those. I will go through some of that stuff that I do have listed from those Disney trays. I do want to just go over a couple more things to keep with the Disney theme. So I won this Mickey clock. His tail does go on here, and when the time goes, his tail moves back and forth as well as his eyes. This was made by the Bradford Exchange, and he works. I did test him. However, there was like a little piece that goes right here that just says Mickey Mouse. Obviously it doesn't affect its ability to work and that type of thing, but that is missing. And this back part would have had like kind of like a plate that went over it that did say Bradford Exchange, and that's missing as well. But again, when you have it on the wall, it's not like you're gonna see it. $10 I paid for him, and I listed him on auction with a starting price of $59.99. Other people have it listed obviously higher, but you know, theirs aren't missing that little Mickey Mouse thing in the front and not missing like the back plate. So I listed mine cheaper than that. So we'll see if it goes for that price or not, but I thought he was cute, so I decided to bid on him. I wanted to bid. They had this really beautiful Wizard of Oz cuckoo clock, but the Wicked Witch's fingers were busted off of it, and that sold very high. So it makes me wonder if someone noticed the finger issue or not, or if they were very upset that they paid such a high price for something that was broken. So like I said, there was some other stuff that I won at this particular auction. I'll go over some of it real quick, but like I said, you'll see the stuff eventually, but it's not listed right now. So I also won an ice cream maker. I haven't decided if I'm selling that yet because it makes soft serve ice cream, which I thought was really awesome. But I did win that for $22.50. I won a very large, very heavy, it's like a hat machine that, you know, actually puts like transfers and stuff on baseball caps. It's brand new. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna sell that locally on Facebook just because it's big and heavy, but I definitely think like a lady crafter is gonna go bat poop for it because they could really do a lot of cool things. And I know like there are a lot of local people who make like the tumblers, like the drinking tumblers and stuff like that, and just, you know, do things with like their crickets and things of that nature. So I think I'll probably have a better chance of selling it locally. But when I looked it up, I think it, oh gosh, it would have retailed for a lot. So I'm hoping to at least maybe get $300 for that. And I paid $27.50 for it. I also won a DVD VCR recorder that was brand new, still sealed, for, I paid $30 for that. I will be listing that soon, and I'm hoping to get at least like 100 or so for that. So I think that's pretty much, no, there was something else. Oh yes, I won a train. If you watch the footage, it was the one that had all sorts of boxes. Like it had all of the train pieces and the railroad and everything like that for it. I won that for $60, but I think I'm gonna get a couple hundred, potentially, hopefully, for that as well. But when I get it listed, you'll see that. I'm definitely gonna have it up way before Christmas. But I just kind of wanted to let you guys know, like, I didn't actually pay the what did I say? I paid $342.59 for just a little bit of stuff that you saw. There was other stuff that was in there. So I'm gonna get back to the Disney stuff, those Disney trays. I'm not gonna go through everything, I don't think, just because I feel like it's gonna take forever. I don't have it all listed. Everything you see is listed, but there was other stuff on the tray that is not listed. So this here is just a older jigsaw puzzle. All the pieces are there. I did put it together. So I listed this as a buy it now for $9.99. I'm just going to go through this stuff very, very quickly. So here is a pin. This is for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and it was a 9th birthday pin. So this would have been like a cast member exclusive. I listed this as a buy it now for $12.99. Okay, so this next item wasn't really Disney per se. It was kind of like a Florida souvenir, St. Augustine, Florida. It's just like a little, kind of like a little postcard booklet. It has pictures and then a little bit about the building that's shown. Listed this as a buy it now for $9.99. There were a lot, and I mean a lot of pins that looked like this, these little birthday pins. So this would have been a 7th birthday pin. Listed this for $15.99 buy it now. There was also a bunch of passes, these cards that they would have used to, you know, get into the park. So this one is a main gate pass, and it's from 1978. I listed this as a buy it now for $39.99. Other ones, these old main gate passes, were selling around that price. So I don't know. Like I said, it's gonna have to be that right buyer to come along and want, you know, one of those. There was this coin token type thing. I think it's Liberty Square. Double-sided. I listed that as a buy it now for $19.99. We have an 11th birthday pin. This one has a little bit more to it. This one I listed as a buy it now for $15.99. We got a Tinkerbell 14th pin. So this would have been a 14th birthday. I listed this as a buy it now for $14.99. We got a Tencennial Pin for the 10th birthday. I listed that as a buy it now for $19.99. Here's another one of those castle pins. This was for the 6th birthday. I listed it as a buy it now for $15.99. There was this Fantasyland pin. This was still in its plastic packaging. This I listed as a buy it now for $5.99. You guys have to excuse my nails and like my horrid hangnails. I really have to do a little bit of pampering later and like get my nails back to looking good. I've just been like using my hands so much and doing so much that I just didn't want to put too much effort into painting them when I'm just gonna mess them up. So what do we have next? This here was cool. This is from the, and this is another reason I knew it was a cast member. This is a ticket here, a ticket stub, 7th annual cast Christmas party. This was December 8th, 1978. So I thought that was really cool. If anyone collects like, you know, just vintage Disney ephemera and stuff like that. I put this on auction with a starting price of $19.99. I didn't see any listed or sold, so I didn't know if it was really worth anything. So if it doesn't sell, I'll probably put it up as a buy it now and lower the price on that. Another castle birthday pin. This was a 5th birthday. buy it now for $15.99. That's pretty much what I went with for those. There was this vintage Mickey Mouse patch that was still in its original packaging. I put this up as a buy it now for $9.99. I think it does have quite a few watchers already. There was a Magic Kingdom pass from 1980. Looks like this. I put this up on auction with a starting price of $19.99 just because, like I said, I didn't see any listed. I didn't see any sold. So, you know, if there's more than one person who's looking for something like this to add to like a Disney ephemera scrapbook or something like that, then I don't know. We'll see. Let's see here. What are we doing next? This one is just a little metal pin, 15 years. This I have up as a buy it now for $9.99. We have this Epcot Coin souvenir. This is from 1982 when Epcot was opened, I guess. This I have up as a buy it now for $25.99. It's still on its original card. Same with this one. This one was the Tencennial Coin, so for their 10th year. I put this up as a buy it now for $29.99. There was this pin here. This would have been a 12th birthday. It says Horizons on it. This I listed as a buy it now for $19.99. This one here is a Disney Channel pin from 1983 when Disney Channel went on air. So that was, I listed that as a buy it now for $5.99. Have a 1986 pass. I listed this one as a buy it now for $19.99. And then the last thing that I have listed was that little flip book. So it's double-sided. One side has Mickey and one side has, I don't know if you guys will be able to see that very well. But it's like a little flip book. I have this listed as a buy it now for $19.99. So there's plenty more Disney stuff from those trays that is not currently listed. Just so much stuff, but it's nice because it's like little small things, so they're going to be easy to ship, and it's pretty quick to get them listed up. So still have some stuff that I need to get listed from this auction haul, but you know, I'm making headway, and I have like so much yard sale stuff to list. Oh my gosh, guys, I need a partner. I need a partner to come help me get this stuff listed so I'm able to record my hauls and all of that good stuff. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I apologize if it was kind of long, but yeah, I'm happy with everything that I did get. Some of these prices that I paid was so cheap, so definitely exciting. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. You had to let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you next time.